We are identifying colors on the skin and then going to use Demi Colour to filter out those areas of excess color or areas of distraction. We're going to focus on just green right now. When we say seeing green on the skin, we're not talking about seeing something like this green or that kind of actual green in the skin. We're talking about shades of brown that have more green in them. So to identify what is the difference and what is actually green, we're going to talk about pigmentation, melasma, age spot. Those typically have green in them. So let's look at some examples. For one, here is an example of some hyperpigmentation, and this is on like a medium skin tone. These are definitely got more green in them. So we're not looking for the actual color, we're looking at the distraction or the excess color and seeing its characteristics. And here the characteristics is green. So if it's muddy, swampy, anything like this, this is green. Okay, here's another example of green on the skin. Now this lady is definitely on the fairer side, medium to light. So this little bit of pigmentation here, there on the side of her cheek is definitely green. So what would she need to neutralize that is anything with red. Red 1, or she could use a little bit of orange with it because it definitely has some color in it, and you see some pores, you see some wrinkles in there, so those are going to have some shadows, and so shadows are blue, so we need some orange for the blue. So she used a red orange 3 or a OR1 or red orange 1 in this little area, and small little dark points, it would totally filtered away. Okay, here's another example. Now this lady has richer skin tone. Her hyperpigmentation definitely has green in it, but it's excessively dark. Because of her darker skin tone, she's going to have darker points in it. It is some green, but it's going to have some blue with it. So she's definitely going to have some red and some orange, or in some very dark points, just orange to cancel out the blue. Here's another example of hyperpigmentation. This is underneath the eye. So if you struggle with dark circles, most likely you have hyperpigmentation there in this shadow part of your eye, creating the darkness. This is also green because we have hyperpigmentation in there, but because it's in a shadow, it's in a recessed part of your eye, the skin is translucent, light travels through it, creating more shadow, so we get a little bit of blue. So this is a blue and a green, and we'd need a red orange to neutralize it. Most likely, if you're in the medium skin tone, you would need the medium saturation. Lighter, you go to the lower saturation. And lastly, here's hyperpigmentation on rich skin tones, and this is blue.